The FDA requires real peanut butter to contain at least 90% peanuts. Several of the best-selling jars in the peanut butter aisle do not meet that standard and cannot legally use the word peanut butter on their label. Others have FDA-documented recall histories. Here are all 10. Real peanut butter has 2 ingredients: peanuts and salt. The FDA standard under 21 CFR 164.150 requires a minimum of 90% peanut content. Products below that threshold must be labeled peanut butter product or peanut butter spread. Every recall in this video is sourced from FDA and CDC public records. Every ingredient concern is from each brand's own published label. Brand 10, Goober Stripes, Smucker's. Goober's is J.M. Smucker's peanut butter and jelly swirl product. A single serving contains 9 grams of sugar and artificial flavors. It is made by the same parent company whose Jif facility received an FDA warning letter in January 2023 following a salmonella outbreak. The product targets children specifically while delivering the sugar content of a dessert in a form positioned as a protein source. Brand 9, Kroger store brand peanut butter. Kroger's private label peanut butter operates with no published sourcing transparency about the peanuts or facilities used. It contains added sugar and fully hydrogenated vegetable oils in some varieties. Private label peanut butter has no independently verified quality standard above the legal minimum. Kroger does not disclose which processing facility produces its store brand peanut butter. Brand 8, Walmart Great Value Peanut Butter. Great Value Peanut Butter contains fully hydrogenated rapeseed oil as a stabilizer, added sugar, and salt, with no published sourcing information about the peanuts or the processing facility. Walmart does not disclose which company manufactures Great Value Peanut Butter under contract. The hydrogenated oil prevents oil separation, but introduces an industrial processing step absent from genuine 2-ingredient peanut butter. Brand 7, Justin's Honey Peanut Butter. Justin's markets itself as a premium, clean label alternative. The honey peanut butter variety contains palm oil as its 3rd ingredient and 5 grams of added sugar per serving. Palm oil is a controversial ingredient due to both its saturated fat profile and its documented environmental impact. A product sold at premium prices as a health-conscious choice should not contain palm oil or 5 grams of added sweetener. Brand 6, Reese's Peanut Butter. Reese's peanut butter spread contains sugar as its 2nd ingredient and hydrogenated vegetable oil as its 3rd, which places the peanut content below the 90% FDA threshold required to legally use the word peanut butter on the label. The product is therefore labeled as a spread rather than peanut butter. Hydrogenated vegetable oil can contain trace trans fats below the FDA's mandatory labeling threshold of 0.5 gram per serving. Brand 5, Any Reduced Fat Peanut Butter. The FDA requires peanut butter to contain at least 90% peanuts. Reduced fat versions remove fat from peanuts and replace it with sugar, maltodextrin, and corn syrup solids to maintain texture and palatability. As a result, reduced fat peanut butter contains more carbohydrates and added sugar than regular peanut butter and often cannot meet the 90% peanut threshold, requiring the label to say peanut butter product rather than peanut butter. Brand 4, Skippy. Skippy's standard formula contains fully hydrogenated vegetable oils and added sugar. In 2015, Skippy recalled 153 cases of reduced fat peanut butter for potential metal contamination. In 2022, a second Skippy recall was issued for metal shavings found in creamy and reduced fat varieties per chef standards, citing recall records. 2 separate metal contamination recalls in 7 years from the same brand describes a quality control pattern, not an isolated incident. Brand 3, Jif Natural. Jif Natural is positioned as the cleaner version of Jif's standard product, but it still contains palm oil as a stabilizer. The word natural on the label does not mean the product is free of additives or industrial ingredients. Jif Natural was produced at the same J.M. Smucker facility in Lexington, Kentucky, that was the subject of the 2022 salmonella outbreak. The natural label describes the marketing, not the sourcing or the production environment. Brand 2, Peter Pan. Peter Pan peanut butter was recalled in 2007 for a salmonella outbreak traced to a ConAgra facility in Sylvester, Georgia, which was the first time in United States history that peanut butter was confirmed as the source of a salmonella outbreak according to CDC records. The brand has since changed ownership multiple times. The current formula contains added hydrogenated oils and 3 grams of added sugar per serving. Each ownership change brought further cost reduction, and the formula reflects those decisions. Brand 1, Jif Original, J.M. Smucker. In May 2022, the CDC and FDA confirmed a multi-state Salmonella Septemberg outbreak linked to Jif peanut butter produced at the J.M. Smucker Company facility in Lexington, Kentucky. The outbreak affected 21 people across 17 states and resulted in 4 hospitalizations. FDA whole genome sequencing matched an environmental sample collected at the Lexington facility in 2010 to the 2022 outbreak strain, meaning the contamination condition existed in that facility for at least 12 years before the outbreak. On January 24, 2023, the FDA issued a formal warning letter to J.M. Smucker following a joint inspection with Kentucky health authorities. Companies including Walmart, Del Monte, Albertsons, and Wawa recalled products made with the affected Jif peanut butter. Safe brand, Kirkland Signature Peanut Butter Costco. Kirkland Signature Creamy Peanut Butter contains 2 ingredients: dry roasted peanuts and salt. No hydrogenated oil, no added sugar, no palm oil. It is one of the highest volume peanut butters sold in the United States and consistently earns high marks in independent taste tests. Available at Costco at a price per ounce that is competitive with or lower than the additive-heavy mainstream brands. Safe brand, Crazy Richards. Crazy Richards peanut butter contains 1 ingredient, peanuts. No salt, no oil, no additives of any kind. The oil naturally separates, which requires stirring before use but confirms the absence of stabilizers. Available at Whole Foods, Target, and Amazon. 1 ingredient is the most defensible purity standard possible in this category. Safe brand, Teddie All-Natural Peanut Butter. Teddie All-Natural Peanut Butter contains peanuts and salt. No hydrogenated oil, no added sugar, no palm oil. Teddie is a New England regional brand that has maintained its 2-ingredient standard since its founding and has not been named in any FDA recall or contamination action. Available at most major grocery chains in the Northeast and online. Drop a comment and tell us which peanut butter has been in your pantry. And subscribe, because we are running the same 2-ingredient test across every major food category in your grocery store.